What I'd like to do is I would like to demonstrate using my calculator on the board the first program that we did, which was the program to add two numbers. So if you will pay attention and watch, we will go through this systematically. What we're going to attempt to do is type all of this right here in to the calculator. But the first thing we have to do on the calculator is we've got to begin a new program. So to do that, you hit the program button, you arrow over to where it says new, and hit create new and hit enter. Now what this is asking for, you'll notice it's got the capital A right there. Well, that's what's saying that it's in alpha lock mode. So you'll notice above each one of the keys there is a letter. So that's what we're typing when we're dealing with alpha lock. So the name that I want you to use for your program for this particular one was program0. The way we're going to identify each of our programs is type in our initials. First, middle, and last. So my initials are J, L, N, and then we're going to follow that by a number. In this particular one, it's program 0. So I need to take the alpha off by pressing the alpha button. Now notice it went straight black on the cursor, and now I'm going to just type the 0. So this will be the name of every program that you do. Your initials, program 0 for this one. The first one you're going to do is program 1. And then program 2 for the triangle, program 3 for the trapezoid, and so on and so forth. So we hit enter, and now we're in program mode, and we now need to just type this in. Well, the first one is what we call clear home, the CLR-HOME. That is a command found in the program menu. So now that when we hit program, we've got a whole new set of menu options. Clear home is found in the I/O menu, so you hit the right arrow key once, and you go down until you find number 8. And number 8 is our clear home command. So you can either press the number 8 key or press the enter key at that point in time, and clear home will show up in your program. Enter. Now we need to zero out each of the variables that we're going to use in this program. In this program, we're using A and B for our add-ins and S for our sum. So the way we do that is you're going to put 0 into, and that arrow that we have in this program is our store button. So we press the store key, and then we press alpha A. Enter. And we do that for the other two variables as well. 0, store, alpha B, enter. 0, store, alpha S, enter. Now we need to write the title of our program on the first line of our program. And we do that using the display command. That is also found in the program menu. Arrow over to the I/O, which stands for input output, and it's number 3 as you see. So we just press the number 3. Everything that we want to show up on our screen needs to be in quotation marks. So the quotation marks are above the plus key. So now what I want to do is since I've got several letters I'm going to type in a row, I'm going to put this in alpha lock mode, which is second alpha. And now all I'm doing is typing the letters like we were earlier. So I'm going to hit the plus for the quotations, and then ADD. And now I need a space. The space is on the 0 key. So we press the 0. Now I need to do a number 2. So I press the alpha key so I can select the number 2. And then I go back into alpha lock mode for the rest of the phrase. Space, and then in. Oops. If you mess up, just hit the back arrow key, N-U-M-B-E-R-S. Numbers, and then close with quotations, and then press the enter key. Now we need to type in our formula that we're going to use. So again, we do our display, IO3. But this time I'm not going to do the alpha mode because I have to go back and forth on some things. So I'm going to do alpha plus to get my quotations, alpha A, alpha space. You can do a space or not. The plus key, alpha space, alpha B. The equals, let's get our space in first. The equals is actually going to be in our test menu. And to get to that, we do second, math. That gives us our test menu, and that's where our equals sign is at. So we press the number 1, alpha space, and then alpha S, alpha quotes. So that will then display our formula that we need for this particular program. Now, to put a space in, good programming form is after we do all of our title and things of that nature, before we ask our questions, put a space in. And the way we do that is we hit display. So that is program0 and then we just put 2 sets of quotation marks. So alpha plus, and that will put a space in between our information or the title and formula before our first question. So then we hit enter, and now I'm ready to ask my first question. So I do program display 3, and then we type in first number. So let's see. Well, this time I'm going to put in alpha lock because I've got all characters to type. So I open my quotes and I just type in first number. F-I-R-S-T space N-U-M-B-E-R. Quotes. Sometimes those letters are hard to find. Now I'm ready to ask the question. So I did first number. Now I need to get input from the user. So again, that's going to be found in our I/O menu, input, output, and it's the very first command. So we press the number 1, and then we press alpha A. And I don't put quotes around it because I want to put a value inside of A. Enter. Now we do our second number. Okay, so program arrow 3. And then again, I'm going to do my alpha lock, quotes, and type in second number. S-E-C-O-N-D space N-U-M-B-E-R quotes. Enter. And now we do our second input command, program IO1 alpha B. Enter. Now I'm ready to do my math calculations. So I'm going to type in A plus B, and then I'm going to store the answer to that, or the value of that, into S. So do alpha A plus alpha B, and then that arrow is store alpha S. Enter. Now I'm ready to display my answer. So program IO3 display. Sum is, I'm going to do second alpha to lock it. Quotes, S-U-M space I-S, close quotes, enter. And now I want to display the answer, or the value of the answer. So we just program over 3. And then in order to display an actual value, or what's inside of S, I don't put it in quotes. I just put it as just a regular letter. And then the last statement we have to do is we've got to stop the program. And that is a control feature. So that will be not under the I/O menu, but under the control menu. And this one, it's actually easier to get to if I go backwards on the menu. So I hit the up arrow key, and we'll find out that it is F. Okay? And we hit stop. Now to get out of a program, you just hit second mode, or second quit. To run a program, we press program. And what we want to do is execute the program. We don't want to edit it. Edit means if I've already got a program done and I need to go back and do something to it, I can edit a program. And of course, we did new at the very beginning. So now I want to run this first program. So I just I either arrow down to select it, or just press what number it is. Okay. And then it's going to ask me, do you really want to do that? Yes, I do. And it should give me the title, the formula, skip a line, and then ask me the first question. So let's say 5 is my first number. Hit enter. 6 is my second number, so I know my answer should be 11, and it tells me the sum is 11. And that's how we type in a program using the TI83, or in this case the 84 graphing calculator.